I'm joined now in the studio by Qasim Akhtar, a programme manager from Salix. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel.
Now, Qasim, tell me, what does Salix do?
So Salix Finance is a not-for-profit company which provides interest-free funding to the public sector for investing in energy efficiency projects.
So how does the funding programme work?
Finance is drawn down from the English, Welsh and Scottish governments, and we provide that finance in the form of loans. The loan is provided to the public sector organisation on the back of a project on which energy savings are identified. So the energy savings are used to then repay the loan over a period. As the savings are identified from the measures, it's quite a safe method in terms of repaying the loan. And once the loan is repaid, the public sector organisation can continue to benefit from the savings that are made, both on the carbon and on the financial side. So that can then be reinvested in frontline services to fund other services as well at those organisations.
So you're talking about loans that are awarded for energy saving projects. What sort of projects might those be?
So the types of projects might be insulation in a classroom at a school, all the way up to replacing all of the street lights for a local authority to the latest energy saving lighting technology. So that might be LED lighting technology. So there's a wide variety of scale and size that we fund, and that might also go from sort of a primary school in the countryside to a large metropolitan council in the city centre of the country across England, Scotland and Wales.
So can you give me an example of that?
Yeah, so we're actually supporting a university in the northwest of the country, and their plans are to sort of, over the next 3 years, to replace all of their old inefficient lighting with new energy efficient lighting called LED lighting. So Salix is providing more than £1 million against that project, and that will see the client benefit from several £100,000 worth of savings and carbon emission reductions too. So real tangible savings to be made from that project. We've also supported a hospital in the Midlands who have commented on how the lighting that we've installed there has really improved the working conditions and the experience that patients have. So we have better lit corridors, better lit wards, which really benefits not only the staff but also patients, and making sure that patients are really experiencing a good service when they go into the hospitals.
Why loans and not grants?
So the loans model is relatively simple. It requires, in terms of the savings that are made from the projects, those are used to repay the loan over a period, and the funding can then go much further than a grant-based system, because that funding can be recycled into further energy efficiency projects, which means that unlike a grant where it's awarded on a one-time basis, the loans program helps clients to produce long-term plans for energy efficiency, which is what government and also the public sector really want to champion across the network.
So it sounds like a tempting, reassuring project. How do you know that your projects are going to deliver these savings that will pay back their loans?
So each project, when it comes into Salix, regardless of size, goes through a technical assessment. And through that technical assessment, Salix supports the client in identifying or checking the savings which have been identified against the projects to ensure that they're reasonable, to ensure that the loan is affordable for the client and can be repaid based on those savings. So we're ensuring that the clients will not be out of pocket but at the end of the process. We also work quite closely with the clients once the technologies are installed to check and to make sure that those savings are happening on site.
So if you had to summarise the work of Salix, what would you say encapsulates the benefits of what you're doing?
The key benefits really are the financial saving that we're helping specific sectors in the public sector, but the public sector as a whole to deliver. So I mentioned the 2.5 billion savings that we're helping the public sector over the lifetime of these projects. And the really interesting point is, in terms of the loans programme, for every pound that we spend on a project, the return is almost £4 over the lifetime of that project. So for every pound that we invest, we're saving the public sector £4. That's a real tangible benefit to the programme. The other benefits are associated with the carbon emission reduction and the reduction of the carbon footprint, and that's helping the public sector organisations hit the target the government has set, but also helping the government reach its UK carbon commitment targets.
I should be looking a lot more closely at streetlights from now on. Thank you so much for coming into the studio today, Qasim Akhtar from Salix.
Thank you very much.